Hey, maestro, cue the music. Hi, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Industry Sunday. We're your hosts, Kennedy Novi.
And Jake Levan.
Woohoo!
What was that?
That was my, small cheer.
It's a woo.
Hip, hip, hooray. Woo.
It's like Thomas the Train.
Wrap around. Say it.
We're going to go wrap around.
Wrap around. Well, we're rapping.
A lot of energy.
I just chugged an energy drink, that's why.
Oh, you chugged it?
Uh-huh.
Oh.
We're back for episode 13? Yeah.
I have no idea.
That's an unlucky number. I hope that today's a lucky one.
I've had enough with bad luck. I really don't want
bitch,
to
me
this.
too.
I think
Me too.
Yeah, you have.
I guess we could talk about our weeks. For those of you that follow me on Instagram, you probably already know what I did this week. I went to California, visited David.
Our producer / boyfriend.
Yes. My unluck was I missed my flight back to Chicago because I was at dinner and I couldn't get out of there fast enough. And then LA traffic screwed me over. There was no way. I just missed it by so much. It's insane.
LAX is the one airport that I really just don't fuck with.
I might start flying into Burbank because it's closer to his apartment and it's pretty much the same price as LAX.
Yeah, I hate LAX.
I bet there's a lot of celebrities there too.
Every time I've flown out of there, I'm just like, what the fuck am I doing? And I'm like, this is horrible. And one time I had to get dropped off 4 hours before.
What do you mean?
I've never sat in an airport that long, without, even if it gets delayed, I will leave and come back. I don't give a shit.
Really? Yeah, my flight going to LA on Friday night got delayed by 4 hours.
Oh yeah, we played Stardew.
Yeah, we were playing virtual Nintendo Switch games while I was in the airport.
Actually wasn't that bad.
I probably looked like such a nerd. I had my blanket and my
Your
Switch.
baby blanket?
Yeah.
Honestly, vibes.
No, I update my blanket every couple of years. I'm not a baby blanket kind of person, no.
Just a comfort blanket.
I think it's disgusting. I don't know if you watch Love is Blind, but there's on this season, one of the girls on it takes this guy back to see her apartment. That's one of the things they do. And she's she brings the baby blanket to Mexico. Their first night together, she's like, I have a baby blanket. Do you want to see it? I have to sleep with it every night. Pulls it out. It's the rattiest, most disgusting.
Did she wash it?
No. It's one of those that they sucked on as a child and they haven't washed it since. So gross.
I have a girl. I had a roommate with a girl in college that was like that.
I don't understand.
And she
that's some childhood trauma. It has to be.
It got her really sick.
What?
Yeah.
With what? Was she still sucking on it?
She would suck on it and stuff, yeah. And I think she ended up getting some kind of bacterial infection from it.
Don't.
Yeah. It was,
oh my God, this drink is so gross.
it's all yours because I don't drink, but.
I regret it. I regret that choice. Oh God.
Yeah, you knew I was sad if I was slamming those.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, but yeah, my first flight was delayed 4 hours. I get there. It was a great trip. Missed my flight home. I've never missed a flight in my life. I literally was like, what do I do now? In my luck, I flew Spirit for the first time in 5 years because flights to LA were expensive. I'm like, okay, whatever. I'll pay for a bag. I'm never flying Spirit again, ever. I'm just going to do American.
I would never fly Spirit.
Yeah.
For many reasons.
If they're making you pay for a bag, it's always going to be a scam. It's not going to be worth it.
It ends up being the same price.
No.
Pretty close.
And they didn't care. They wouldn't rebook me. They were saying that you have to pay $400 for the next flight tomorrow, all this shit. And they had no more flights that night. It was so ridiculous. So I booked a flight with American for the next night. And I worked remote the whole day. And then it's 2 hours behind in LA. So my flight got delayed to 11:59 p.m. So we went to Universal Studios again to try to get on the Mario Kart ride, and we made it on it. I get off the ride, and I'm heading to the car to go to the airport, and I get a notification. It's your flight has been canceled.
Oh.
I was like, oh, and it was at 11:59, so there's no way there were any other flights that night. I looked and looked and looked.
No,
and
you're screwed.
they were like, we'll rebook you for free, pick any flight. So I picked one the next morning. But yeah, I mean, I went to go change it to an earlier time. I was like, maybe I'll just stay up all night and go to the airport. But they had so many people on that flight that got canceled. So like they had no extra seats for any other time the next day.
Yeah, that sounds like it sucks.
Yeah. But I made it back just 2 days later than I anticipated.
Really bad with canceling or delaying flights lately.
Yeah. I don't know what, like, they must be out of pilots or something.
I mean,
they go over their hours, so they can't fly anymore.
I told you the situation where, you know, he was trying to fly back from San Antonio and try to get to Chicago, and they like kept delaying him, and ended up like having to like, I had to call them and like.
Was that because of weather or something?
No,
that's the worst, because then you're like, you
bullshit
can't get
excuses, and then like he ended up showing up there and. The flight was canceled, but they still hadn't even updated as canceled. So they were waiting at the gate. Like, it was about to leave, like supposed to. And then they just didn't say anything.
God. The one thing about flights is like, if you miss a flight or there's a cancellation or a delay, like everyone has been there. Everyone understands that happens. Like no one ever gets mad at you for any of that. Like my boss was really cool about it. Like, she had just experienced the same thing.
Like, what do you?
But like,
you can't do anything.
What if you're going to a wedding or something really important and you have to miss it because of a stupid flight? Like,
yeah, my friend Kira just had like a family trip to Florida, and she was there by herself for like 2 days.
No,
her family never showed up because their flight was canceled, so she was just there by herself.
Damn.
They're supposed to be like doing Disney World or whatever, and she was just chilling. I felt so bad.
She's at the pool.
You know, she called me right away and she's like, I'm at this scary ass hotel. Will you please help me?
Yeah.
Like, where do I stay in this? Because, you know, I used to live in Florida. And she's like, where help? Like, where am I supposed to say? Like, where can I be in like the place that she was at was like 1 star. Like, they're like, every review was like, if I could rate this place 0 stars, I would. There's mold everywhere, cockroaches. Like, the sheets weren't cleaned. All like your worst nightmare for like a motel, hotel, whatever. So I was like, give me 5 minutes. I was like, your best chance if you want to be next to the resort, being at a nicer hotel that's clean, would be like in Celebration City. So like, let me see if there's anything that
Celebration
has rooms.
City.
Yeah. So Celebration City, for somebody who isn't a Disney person, I know a lot. So Celebration City is Disney's like man-made city. Like it's their city.
Isn't it like Disney Springs or something?
Celebration was like they have like a
Toontown.
They have like it's not like it's like an adult Disney town. So like it's like people
Vegas
have like $1 million like homes. They're beautiful. They all have to be upkept to like such a specific code where you can have like.
Aren't they like based off movies too? I've seen some. Yeah, it's a neighborhood. I don't know what it's called. This is very fitting for our episode today, by the way.
It's called Celebration. And then they have a downtown area. It's all perfectly themed. Wow. They have such crazy restrictions. You can't have like certain flowers in your yard. You'll be fined thousands of dollars.
What?
Yeah.
The HOA fees are probably through the roof.
Yeah. My roommate in college, Dan, his family, they were based out of the UK in Manchester. They had a house there. For like their like United States house, and I mean, some of the stuff was ridiculous that they would get fined on.
Damn.
But I mean, it was a beautiful house, and it's a nice neighborhood. It just looks like very like dystopian. Yeah. Like scary. Like the air smells different. But I mean, beyond that, it was just a chill place, and if she wanted to be in an area she felt more comfortable, I was like, that's it. I mean, Disney got that place on lock.
That's true.
There was only one bar that was open past 11 o'clock for her, though. I was like,
well, that's the same thing with like Universal Studios in Hollywood, California. It's such a big like area that it's its own zip code, its own city. They have their own fire department, police.
Yeah, everything.
Like the sheriff, he was just standing in like the city walk. And like David asked him where the bathroom was. I was like, David, that's the sheriff. Like, don't ask him for directions to the bathroom. Yeah, he's like, he probably gets asked that all the time. He's probably like, I went to cop school, I got elected as sheriff, and now I'm just directing people to the bathroom at the city walk of Universal.
That doesn't sound very ideal.
No, but no one lives there. There's no residential housing at all at Universal City. It's only commercial.
That's interesting.
Yeah, isn't that weird? But they have big like studio lots and stuff. But that gets us into me talking about what I did this week.
Oh yeah, go ahead. I feel like we were already talking.
I know that was a very like organic way to start talking about it.
I feel like you already were.
Yeah. No, I went to LA. Got there really late the first night, like 5 a.m. So just went to bed. Next day, I went to Sir for brunch. It was the first thing I did in California because of all the Vanderpump drama. I was
How
like,
was it?
I need to go to Ground Zero. It was actually pretty good. The food was okay. The goat cheese balls were everything I expected them to be. They were really good. Lisa Vanderpump was not there, but when I walked up to the host stand, the GM is Peter, and he was at the host stand, like seating tables. So I walk up and I got all nervous. I didn't want him to know I was a fan. So I was like, hi, table for 3 for Kennedy, please. And he was like, he looked kind of sad that I didn't know who he was. So he was like, right this way, ma'am.
Yeah, like girl, I just want to come eat. That's what I would do. I'm not good with that kind of stuff.
Yeah, no.
I just treat everybody like normal.
I know. But the one thing I will say about that place is, I mean, I went to Pump quick just to see what the Pumptini looked like. And then I went to Tom Tom. And I drove by Schwartz and Sandy's.
Shit that they have going on.
Yeah, Tom Tom, the drinks were really good. And it was really pretty in there. Like, we loved that place out of all of them the most, I would say. Sir, the servers didn't know anything about the menu, which was really interesting. Because we were asking them like questions and they like clearly just did not know. So I don't think that they really like make you study the menu really at all there because it's such a tourist place.
That and LA's.
Everywhere else, everyone actually no, like
Their
some
culinary
places.
their service there is just different.
Well, I was gonna bring that up actually today because like I noticed that the server and the busser were very like great personalities. Like they're clearly like actors that are trying to make it and trying to get on the show or trying to like they're just working there to make money while they like have their castings on the side. But I will say that I went to Margaritaville in the City Walk of Universal. David and I went there twice because we liked the bartender. The people that worked there were the happiest servers, managers, bartenders I've ever seen in my life. Even the food runner was in a great mood. So I don't know what Margaritaville's doing, but they were
Lexapro and everybody's drinking.
They might be because like I'm telling you, even the food runner came out. It was this like girl, probably my age, came out. She's like, "Here you go. It's so good. I'm so happy for you guys. Like, have a great night." And
so
then
like a Chick-fil-A experience.
It was like
I'd be
I don't know what they're
I wouldn't
doing.
like that.
Probably the happiest servers I've ever seen in my life.
I'd be
So
like, what are they doing? I'd be like, I'd pull them aside. And be like,
they're
"Are
all
you
hammered.
safe?"
Yeah. Is there a gun to your head in the back?
What drug? Like, what do you guys have in the bag that you're all drinking out of? Because I need to know, like, now.
Yeah. No, and one guy was like, "You have to come back for our happy hour. It's really good. We just launched it again. Like the City Walk just reopened a couple days ago." So we came back the next night for happy hour and the server remembered us. He like came up. He's like, "You guys came back. Like, welcome back." We were like, "Holy shit. Like, what is going on here?"
You won't find that anywhere else in LA.
No, it was crazy. In this like tourist trap area too, where I bet like, I mean, it's literally like a chain restaurant. You wouldn't think that they'd be that happy.
Well, you never know. With those kind of tourist trip, you get some interesting people.
That's true.
People that you would really not want to see again.
Maybe it's like their first serving job. Who knows?
And they probably saw you and they were like, "Oh, these are normal people."
Yeah.
Thank God. You guys can come back anytime you want.
No. But then Saturday night we went on a sunset cruise. It was like an EDM cruise. So there was like 2 DJs on different floors of this giant boat. And that was really cool. But you weren't allowed to bring vapes or cigarettes or anything on the boat. Like they confiscated them and threw them away.
Did they
Everyone.
search you?
Yeah, they patted people down. They took them out of people's shoes, out of their pockets, out of their purses, everything. So all these EDM people, like probably on shrooms and Molly and shit, like were fiending.
For nicotine.
Fiending, yes. I don't know why they had that policy, but there was a group of like pick-me influencer girls that were on the top deck of this boat. And they were smoking, like chain smoking cigarettes. And the security guys up there were these like little nerdy guys. Like you could tell they didn't want to like say anything. Yeah. So I guess like the big kahuna security guy came up and made them stop. And he was like, "Either give us your vapes so we can throw them away or we're kicking you off the boat." And they were like,
"You're in the ocean."
No. Yeah. They're like, no. So we literally had to dock the boat.
They said no?
Yeah. They were like, "We'll get off the boat." Isn't that insane? It was probably like, we didn't pay for it because we were like going on as like friends of a DJ, but like, I bet it was like probably at least $60. And then like,
I would do something like that.
how
But,
embarrassing that, and then they walk of shamed off the boat. We had to fully go back to the dock. We were almost to Catalina Island and we had to go all the way back.
I wouldn't do
to the
that
port.
to people. But I mean, like,
Yeah.
at least try to hide it a little.
They were literally just like smoking away. It was crazy.
It's so weird.
And one of the security guards, I was talking to him and he was like, "I smoke cigarettes too, but like, and I can't smoke right now. Like, obviously it sucks, but like, you literally can't wait like 3 hours. Like, you can smoke as soon as you get off the boat. Just like wait." and you have to like ruin everybody else's sunset cruise because we have to dock early. Like,
I'd fucking be like, swim. Bitch.
Yeah, no, and then everyone was booing them when they were walking off the boat. It was so funny.
How many was there? Like 3?
It was like 6 of them. It was all girls in their like stupid influencer outfits. I don't know, but
I wish I was that delusional.
I know, seriously. I think that's really all we did that night. I went to like a house party. A bunch of the producers for Westworld were there, so it was cool to like see them and like listen in on what they talked about, because I'm not in the film industry,
I have
so
no idea what they'd be. I'd be like,
I felt very much like not cool enough to be there. Yeah.
Yeah, you never understand what's going on because they talk about weird things.
Yeah. And then the next day, Sunday, we just went and visited my friend Mia at the wine shop she works at in Santa Monica, and then we went and got oysters. Yep, we went and got oysters at this place called Blue Plate Oysterette. Blue Plate Oysterette. And apparently Chelsea Handler's favorite oysters are there. So there's like a dish named after her.
Oh, I love Chelsea
Handler. It was also the best oysters I've ever had. It was so good.
Well, yeah, because you're on the West Coast.
Yeah. No, it was so good. Yeah.
I like West Coast oysters, I think, more than East Coast.
Yeah.
They're sweeter.
They are, yeah. But they were like, they had really intense names. Like one was Big Daddy. Was the name of one of the oysters.
I wasn't expecting that.
I know. It was like the type of oyster too. It was like a legit oyster name. It was something weird like that. I don't remember exactly the name of it. I should have written it down.
It wasn't like Beaujolais
in hindsight.
or something.
Yeah, no, I don't know.
They were like Big Daddy.
Oh my
God, my eye.
Yeah, I feel like I saw a celebrity every time I dined out in LA.
Like
I
who?
feel like I saw this guy who was on 13 Reasons Why. He was like the short Hispanic guy that works on cars. He's best friends with the main character Clay.
I would have never known. I would have just walked right past.
No, David. So David saw him and he's like, I think I went to high school with that guy. And I was like, David, no, you didn't. That guy was on this TV show. He's like, oh yeah, I've seen that. Like, that's where I know him from. And then he was quiet for a few seconds. And then he was like, Kennedy, I think I've like gone up to celebrities before and like asked them about Minnetonka. Like, I definitely, he has a kind of a bad memory. So I think he's literally like, every time he sees a celebrity in LA, he like thinks he went to high school with them. Because he vaguely remembers them from something.
So he sees Kim Kardashian. He's like, did we go to high school
Yeah,
together?
probably.
And she's like, I'm like 10 years older than you.
She's like, excuse me?
She's like, no.
I've never been to Minnesota and I will never go.
I think she has.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know why. Always
Interesting.
something.
Yeah.
What else? What else did you do?
I went to Universal Studios 3 times because we got annual passes because it was cheaper than one-day ticket. So now I'm just going to go there all the time.
So that's what you spent your whole trip doing?
At least a couple hours for 3 days, yeah.
Did you see like everything you wanted to see?
I went on every single ride, yeah.
Twice or 3 times?
I went on a couple of them twice. Like the studio tour I went on twice because that was really fun. I went on the new Mario Kart ride in Nintendo Land. That was actually really fun. I had low expectations for it, but they were exceeded. It was fun. Yeah. They use an AI goggle for you to like shoot shells at other
I would
players.
have thrown up so fast.
Oh, it was fun.
I get motion sick. That would be.
We actually won out of the entire, because you're in a bunch of go-karts and you go and it's on a track, but the AI shows you Rainbow Road and like you feel the wind in your hair when you're on Rainbow Road. It was really cool.
And you're moving?
Yeah, you're moving and you have to turn and like you can spin out if like you run over a banana or something. So the car spins around and you're like, ugh!
I don't know if I'd like that.
No, but it was fun. No, but I think my favorite part, and I wanted to touch on this today because our topic today is going to be confessions of theme park workers. So I was inspired by it because we spent a lot of time talking to bartenders in Universal. There's only 5 bars and they like rotate bartenders. So our favorite bartender was in Hogwarts working at like the Hog's Head and Hogsmeade, whatever area, serving like butterbeer and bourbon and things like that. And she's in her little Hogwarts uniform and she was telling us like, don't go on the flight of the Hippogriff, like if it's longer than a 15-minute wait. It's like a roller coaster, 26-second roller coaster. You wait like 40 minutes for. So we didn't go on it. We waited until it was like a 10-minute wait. And it was literally 26 seconds. Like it was so quick. Such a waste of time.
Like, wow, that was a blip.
It's the only outdoor roller coaster they have, and it's 26 seconds.
Why? Just rip it apart. Like, take it down.
I know,
What's
put
the
something
point?
else there. Yeah. But they rotate to different bars. So the next day we went, she was working at the bar in the Simpsons world in a completely different outfit. And I was like, bitch, I remember you. You were at Hogsmeade yesterday. She's like, oh, I remember you guys too. Holy shit. And
I couldn't remember all the outfits.
exactly.
I'd show up to work in the wrong fucking
what if
outfit.
you're supposed to work at Simpsons and you show up in your Hogwarts uniform?
I'd be like, hey guys, I got to work over there.
You got to go home. You got to swap shifts.
Yeah,
like what do you do?
Or do they have them like...
I want to interview one of them sometime.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
We should do like a work
they
trip
see some
to like...
wacky shit.
Yeah. That's why we're going to do some Reddit ones today. But ideally one day we could interview a real employee.
Yeah, I mean, I'm completely down with that.
Yeah. No, but besides that, I mean, the drinks were pretty good. I just pretty much did a lot of beer and tahini.
Together?
Yeah, they had Michelada at like the Irish pub, which is like the best bar in Universal at both parks, according to the bartenders. So they have like the best drink
Do they
options.
like drink after work there?
I don't know. I didn't ask them. I'm like, where do you guys go?
Like, where do you guys go around here?
Yeah, they go to Margaritaville.
Stop.
I don't know, because I feel like everything closes really early. Like as soon as the park closes, I feel like the entire city of Universal City shuts down.
I mean, yeah, I think that's the point.
I would assume.
Kind of like South Loop of Chicago. Like, once all the businesses are done with work for the day, it's just empty.
Yeah. No, they did have a Toad's Cafe in Nintendo Land. I never got to go, but I saw pictures of the food, and it literally looks like something you'd find in like a comic book restaurant in like Tokyo. Like it was very perfect buns and like little mushroom shaped food, and like it looks like cartoon food. It was cool.
I would be down to try that.
It was fully booked every day though. Like they had you couldn't even walk in and look at it. It was so busy. Like it was insane. Like there was a virtual line to get into Nintendo Land because it just opened like a month ago. It was a 3-hour wait for the Mario Kart ride.
Ridiculous.
Yeah. We waited until the end, and
you can't pay for like a fast pass or something.
No, not for Mario Kart because it's brand new.
Fuck you.
No,
Everybody waits
because that would just make the line longer. All they had was the handicap pass.
I mean, that's fair.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna like push the handicap. Like,
yeah.
That's terrible. No, they get a pass. They can go. I don't mind that. Like,
but even then, they still have to wait. It's just like they write down a time on a little piece of paper, and then you wait like 2 hours, and you come back. Yeah. And you just like go to the express line.
They're not even letting the handicapped kids get in line, like cut in line. That's kind of fucked.
Well, they are, but like, so you can write down that you want to go on, and then you can go and like get in another line and ride another ride while you wait.
Oh, that's not too bad.
Yeah. So pretty much people just go and like turn their cards into all the rides to get their times for everything, and then they like go and they can do it all within like a couple hours because there's only like 8 rides.
That's
pretty small park. Yeah. Yeah. Huh. Universal Florida was definitely better.
Much better.
Tons of rides.
I've never been to either.
I was going to ask you if you've ever been to them.
I've never been to Disneyland or Disney World either.
I prefer Universal to Disney.
Never done any of it.
Disney has too many kids. If I see kids, I'm like, no.
I mean, I feel like I wouldn't really even enjoy it at this point. I mean, all I want to see is like the Jurassic Park thing, I think, and that's about it.
Yeah.
I was a dino kid.
That was pretty fun. Well, what did you do this week?
Nothing. Actually, no.
Every episode, the last 3 episodes, you're just like, nothing.
I really haven't done much, yeah. I mean, I obviously don't drink, which has been pretty cool. It's actually really nice now. I mean, I still go out and be social and do my own stuff. I don't vape anymore.
Wow.
Oh, yeah, that had to go as well. I figured, like, if like, why just drag it out? Might as well just fucking do everything cold turkey all at once and make your body just go through fucking electric
Take a screenshot.
shock. Yeah, literally. Like, but like, and then I started running. It's warm enough for me to start running, so I'm running about 4 miles a day. My goal is to do 100 miles in a month before my next little surgery, because then I won't be able to walk for like a week.
Damn.
Yeah, she's gonna be cruising around in a little wheelchair. No, I don't know what I'll be in. I'll probably just be relaxing in bed.
Yeah.
And then beyond that, I did my taxes. I didn't like how they turned out, so I'm gonna go get my taxes done again.
You're going to the same guy I went to, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna hope for something a little better.
Yes. No, there's an industry tax guy in Chicago. Any industry people listening probably already know about him.
Yeah.
Tony Taxes.
He's the best.
Plug
From what
Tony
I heard,
Taxes.
I'm about to meet him.
No, it's a cool spot. It costs like, I'm pretty sure it's only $250 if you do it early enough in tax season, but like this week it's gonna be like $300. And then there's an option to tip, and I didn't know what to do, so I tipped $40.
I mean, I don't know. I'm gonna whatever. It depends, like how much they save me on my taxes. 100%.
They know a lot about. Apparently, a lot of restaurants like don't withhold the right amount for tips for taxes. So usually they withhold too much, so you get more back if you go to an accountant that knows what they're doing.
Yeah. Well, I really hope he knows what he's doing because I need help.
Yeah.
Otherwise,
I'm sure you'll be very surprised. They're really good at what they do.
I'll be sitting at home for the next 6 years.
Well, I feel like TurboTax has been just like a scam this year. Like it's just messing up everyone's tax. Something's off. Something's sus.
Sketchy.
Yeah. And then after you finish your taxes, they give you a tequila shot. And they got like a buffet in the back. I feel like you're going to spend like 5 hours there.
I'll probably
You're going to vibe with
I don't
them.
think I'll be taking the tequila shot.
Oh, I forgot. Yeah.
I mean, like if somebody else there wants it, they're more than welcome to.
When they offer to, what are you going to say?
I'd be like, I don't drink. I have no problem saying that.
He's going to make fun of you.
That's okay. I'd be like, trust me, there's a reason I don't drink
You should
anymore.
be like, I'm an alcoholic.
I'm not an alcoholic. I just have tendencies of things that I do when I drink that I don't like about myself.
I have an attitude problem, so I can't take this tequila shot.
Yeah. I'm like, do you want to see me fight you? Like, I will literally scream. Like, it's, I mean, like, I'm laughing about it, but yeah, I mean, it was definitely something that bothered me enough to not want to do it anymore.
Not need it anymore, yeah.
No, and I don't need it. I've lost, God, close to almost 30 pounds since I've stopped drinking.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know.
Proud of you.
I don't think that's like a healthy amount of weight to lose. Some of it was probably water weight, but it's just dropping. Don't look at my stomach when I talk about weight. That's so inappropriate.
You just sucked in.
No, I did. Don't look at me like that.
I'm sorry.
All right, but yeah, I mean, my week's been short, simple. It's just been enjoying the warm weather.
I love it. All right, should we get into the main topic today?
Sure.
You're very like chill today.
Yeah.
Sure. All right.
I mean, I didn't know there was a main topic.
I told you. That's what I was just doing.
You didn't tell me anything.
I do everything.
I said, what can I help with? And you're like, I got it. So I was like,
I told you to set up. You didn't set up my microphone. You only set up yours.
Well, your legs were in the way.
Oh my God. Whatever.
I'm sorry.
Okay. Our topic of today is going to be confessions of amusement park employees.
Oh yeah, you did say that.
Yes. My sources
I
all
just
from
didn't
Reddit.
know you were serious.
They're all blind items from Reddit.
I thought you were gonna say they're all blind people.
Oh my God. No.
I'm sorry.
Get your mind out of the gutter.
I know.
Okay. Before we start, do you have any guesses on what amusement park employees say or have seen?
I feel like they're just the fakest bitches. Well, it depends. It depends. And if you're going to like Valley Fair, actually, some people really love working at entertainment thingies like that. What do you call it? Entertainment parks.
Well, I know a lot of them don't pay very well, so it's like you get like free admittance into the park whenever you want.
Yeah,
so I bet Disney's like a good deal because like there's a lot of different Disney parks.
Well, and there's like a lot of people.
I can't imagine that a sole proprietorship like Valley Fair would be very much fun. Like you get sick of it after a week.
Like Six Flags. I know like actually knew somebody that lives up in Lake Forest, and he like spends all of his summers working at Six Flags, and he loves it and like wants to move up with the company. I mean, how do I say this with like not, I don't want it to sound bad, but I feel like has like a little bit of like a different learning curve, you know?
I guess.
Just like he's just like this mentally just a little bit different, not necessarily in a bad way, and he loves it. Like that's what he plans to do. Like every summer that they're open, and like he like wants to move up and do stuff there, and I feel like a lot of people like that have those avenues with amusement parks, and like with Disney World, they're always willing to like work with, even if you're not getting paid shit, they'll be like, we'll take the cheap labor. But if the people are enjoying what they do,
Yeah.
I mean, let them enjoy it.
Exactly. We need people to work at amusement parks, so keep doing it.
Yeah, I've never seen an amusement park short staffed.
Me either.
It's just too many fucking lines.
The only thing that I saw when I was researching this is that sometimes like the caricature spots or like the henna spots, like that take really like skilled people, those get short staffed. And if you have to have like a bathroom break or something, you have to wait for a manager to like walk across the entire park to come and like relieve you for a few minutes.
Oh my God.
Because you can't abandon your post. Yeah.
People like steal all your crayons or whatever.
Not the crayons.
I don't fucking know.
God. No, okay. So first thing, one of the things that somebody on Reddit asked this amusement park worker was how often sexual encounters are caught at theme parks. And I thought the answer was really funny because they were like, not too often.
My energy drink. Sorry.
Yeah. Plug.
I know, sponsor us.
No, they said not too often usually. They said normally it's like teenagers making out. And usually they're in like kid areas like of the theme park, which is really bizarre. It's like, go make out next to the roller coaster. Don't make out next to the playground.
It's like Jimmy's like this little 3-year-old like pointing
Yeah,
out.
he's like, what are they doing?
That? Like, no, like first of all, like there's a time and a place. And
Yeah.
I don't think around, trust me, and like unless you later on in life end up wanting to be like a pedophile. Like,
wanting to be a pedophile.
like a, you know,
Jesus.
no, like not wanting to be one, but like, isn't there like if you do that kind of stuff around little kids, like you can be like a sexual predator.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure if you do that in the park, you get kicked out, I would assume.
I would hope so.
Yeah.
Like,
But I don't think anybody's doing anything out in public like that. They said that most encounters are usually like you walk into a bathroom to clear it out or clean or something and you see 2 sets of feet in a stall. And usually one person's on their knees is what they said in this flight.
you were asking these questions?
I didn't ask these questions. I found them on the internet.
Oh, I was like, you were over at Universal, like every bartender, you're like, hey, what have you seen in the
No, this is from Reddit.
stall?
This is not from my personal experience.
Okay.
And they said that usually it's guy on guy encounters.
Yeah, it's
They're saying
called
9 times out of 10.
cruising is what they call it.
Oh.
It's gross. Well, sorry, I don't mean to like fetish shame anybody, but yeah, I mean, I found this out after moving to Chicago that there is a lot of places that do it in Chicago, like in parks and like forest preserves. Crazy.
Chicago has forest preserves.
Like outside of it, yeah, like Southwest, and yeah, there's a lot of like little like
Well, I know, yeah, you can
foresty
go.
areas.
I forgot that one bartender told us you can go to like a truck stop and just like wait.
Yeah, like people do, and
Would you ever do that?
No, I don't know what I'm walking into. Like, ew. Also, like I'm not trying to catch anything, but yeah, it's definitely a thing.
That's weird.
And like amusement parks, like there's like
Go off though.
some places like certain like mall bathrooms and stuff. Like I've like see like stuff on Twitter, like it'll show up and like people make jokes about it because like apparently it's like a well-known thing in their like community.
Yeah. Wow.
There was a kid that, or not a kid, there was a guy that got roasted on Twitter. There's like I found this out. It's a Montrose bird sanctuary.
What?
That is like the place to be, I guess.
That's hilarious.
It's crazy. And apparently, yeah, like there's quite a bunch of people that do it. I'm like,
It's so funny how that goes over your head. Like, I don't think I've ever noticed that.
I had no idea what it was until my ex actually like told me about it. Cause I was like, why are we like went to the forest reserve and we were like, cause I was like, oh, I've never been in here. And we were just driving around and looking at it. And I was like, what, why are all these cars like parked here, like backed in? And like, there's somebody like sitting in there and he's like, they're cruising. I was like, what does that mean? Like people just walk up to their cars or stuff.
What?
Or like they walk into the woods together. I don't know. It seems like a situation where people would get murdered.
Definitely.
Or like, yeah, like people just like watch each other. I don't know. It's weird. From what
No, they said that the dorms where a lot of like, for example, like Disney workers live, like I guess the dorms, it's like a big like orgy. I've always heard that from like Disney college program people, but like they said most of the time it's guy on guy. It's not a lot of girl on girl or girl on guy. It's mostly guy on guy.
They're all theater kids.
Yeah, they said One thing I read is that they're like all Disney princes are gay men. I was like, what?
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Disney fans and actors.
Yeah, I mean, it's not wrong.
No, but the next thing that I read was like probably one of my favorite ones I read, that amusement park employees almost at every type of theme park have their own like secret hand gestures and signals to make
like a hand job or blow job.
No, we're not talking about sex anymore. They have them to make fun of guests behind their back.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah. So
Well,
like
they have to be smiling all the time.
yeah, it's like they said that that's how they get through like a long shift. It just makes it more interesting.
They're just talking shit and hands.
Mad shit about everyone. So you got to be really like, you got to lay low under the radar when you go to a theme
put
park.
Put that hand away. I don't want you
they're
talking
making fun.
shit.
Yeah, you're like, I saw that. What does that mean?
Tell me, so I could do it to the next guy.
Yeah. Oh my God.
I would 100% be asking.
Well, it's funny because like the Mummy at Universal, whenever you like finish the ride, all the workers start clapping for you that you survived the Mummy. And so it's like, they probably have to do it there because it's probably so annoying to clap every single time a car rolls in.
I don't like that.
I would, no, there's no way.
Don't clap for me. The same people that clap on planes don't do
You're
it.
like, boo!
I'm like, that's enough. Like I don't like the attention. Like
Yeah.
I'm overstimulated right now. It's not for me. I'm neurodivergent. Like, give me a minute here.
Oh my God. And then, well, they also said when a ride is stopped for any reason, this happened to Mario Kart when I was there. It stopped and they wouldn't tell us when it was coming back. And we're like, what do we do? They're like, you can go wait in line. I'm like, for longer? No. And, but if a ride is stopped for any reason, they almost always know the cause and how long it will take to fix it.
They just won't tell you.
Yeah, they aren't allowed to tell anyone. When they tell you they don't know, they're usually lying.
Why?
I don't know. Isn't that weird? They usually always know exactly what the problem is and exactly how long it'll take to fix it, but they just cannot tell you. Probably like...
Talk about anxiety inducing.
Yeah. Well, they also, if there's an accident in the theme park, like an injury on a ride or something, they do their best to cover it up. That's why you don't really hear about it that often.
Well, I know that.
If it's a serious injury or like a death, like it's gonna make the news eventually.
Yeah,
but
they don't want people to know.
No.
It's because, I mean, obviously, like, people get scared and then business. But then you have them thrill seekers, which are like, yeah.
Let me go break my back on this
Yeah,
ride.
like, what the fuck? I'm like,
God. I just want to feel something.
yeah, apparently. Maybe that'll be my next endeavor.
Another thing that I thought was really messed up is that when park attendance numbers are low, they said that they take cars off the track because they don't need 3 cars running at one time if they only have like half park attendance in a busy day. So lines are still long. Like if I come on a slow day, I want the lines to be like 30 seconds.
I won't want there to be a line at all.
No, that's more fun. But I don't even know what that saves them from. Like why would you remove a car? Like how does that save you from any labor costs or anything? It probably costs the exact same to have the same amount of number, like the same number of cars. It's probably just to keep people in line longer so they stay in the park longer, maybe.
Yeah. I mean, make them hungry because I feel like they make most of their money off of like concessions and stuff like that.
Yeah. Like when I was at Universal, we'd go get a beer and wait in line because like the lines, the first day we were there were like, because it was the Easter Monday. So the lines were like an hour for every single ride.
Hell no.
Yeah. So we just got drunk.
No.
It was fun.
No. I'm just imagining all the little kids. No.
Oh yeah, it's the worst part. People are on their worst behavior there too. It's just like a restaurant. Like people when they're at a
Especially
leisure.
on a Sunday, they're not.
It was a Monday.
Oh, either way.
We thought it would be slow because it was Monday. It was Easter Monday. We were stupid.
I think it was a full.
But they're on their worst behavior in a theme park, just like a restaurant. It's like they just think that they can do whatever they want. And the line cutters, I saw so many people get kicked out of rides because they were line cutting. Like I've never seen that before.
About it.
And it happened so much on Monday because the lines were so long. They're really strict. They watch the cameras. They'll kick you right out. You're done. They'll escort you all the way off the ride. And if you report someone, they'll like watch the cameras back, and then they'll even kick the person out of line that was holding a spot for everyone. Because a lot of the time, someone holds a spot in line while everyone else goes and does something different. They take turns holding spots, and they all come back and like cut the line to stand with their friend.
Damn. Okay, lesson noted. I used to cut the line all the time at Valley Fair.
What? You're an asshole.
It was in middle school. It was like,
How did you pull that off? I feel like people get so angry.
My little ass just crawled underneath the gate.
God.
They'd look at me and I'm like, what? What? Are you going to hit a kid?
Yeah.
Do it.
Oh my God.
I've gotten better, obviously, now.
No, and allegedly, every morning when Disney opens, they play the national anthem. And if you're an employee and you don't stop and put your hand over your heart, you get in trouble. Like, you get written up.
See, that sounds culty.
It is a little culty. I've never been at an amusement park early enough to hear that either.
I mean, I hope I don't.
I'm like more of a 10 a.m. to noon type of gal.
What
I'll
time
stay
does
all
it
night.
open?
Like 8 a.m. usually.
That's too early. Who gets up at and gets to the place at 8 a.m. is like, I want to go on a roller coaster right when I wake up in the morning? I would throw up.
If you're really excited to go, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, no. I don't know. That's just also me not being a huge
Also, probably
fan.
like frugal people who are already pissed that they're spending that much on a theme park ticket. Probably
They're
like,
I'm going to get every dollar worth.
they're like, I'll be there from 8 a.m. till they close at 10 p.m. I'll be there for 12. That's 14 hours.
Jesus Christ. Nope. Not for me.
Wouldn't catch me dead. No.
Nah. Here, what's next?
You know how like in restaurants you can't point with one finger? You have to point with like your hand.
Mm-hmm. Well, at nicer places, yeah.
You're not allowed to point with one finger at a theme park either.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know.
What if you're like pointing at the
It's
height
rude
thing?
because it's rude. What if you
I mean, it
point
is.
and then there's someone standing in your...
Well, if you do this,
You're like, what do you want?
It's the same thing. I feel like I don't know. I get the pointing versus the open hand, but bitch, I don't give a fuck if you're putting your hand out towards me too. I'm gonna be like, what? Same way you would if you were pointing at me.
What do you want?
Like, what the fuck are you saying about me? Like, just say it, like with your
That's true.
chest, you know.
That's true.
Or like, yeah,
Well,
I
they
get it.
have,
I'm 4'6". Like, I'm not gonna fit on the ride, and you're
Yeah.
pointing at the 5'11". You
No,
know?
they have a lot of like similar rules to restaurants actually. Like they have a lot of, you're not allowed to say no to anyone. Like you have to accommodate anything anyone asks.
That's changed in the restaurant industry.
Yeah, but
I love saying no.
yeah, I mean you're supposed to be cheery and happy. Like, but the thing about the difference between Disney and Universal is Disney I feel like is more like yes, 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 and Universal is more like fuck off.
Yeah, that's why I like Universal's
I know
got my
it's
vibes.
it's just cooler, and I don't think Disney really. They only have drinks at 2 spots in all of the parks, except for Epcot. But Universal, there's a bar on every corner. There's little carts with beer and White Claws and things like that.
Well, I think Universal just applies a little bit more to older audiences.
Definitely. If you drop anything like food, they're obligated to give you free food. And also all water has to be free. Like it's like I think it's a national mandate.
Right.
So don't buy water bottles, just ask for tap water. But that's everywhere. Yeah. I didn't know that. One of my favorite things that I learned though is that people throw ashes at the Haunted Mansion. Like of dead people.
Like grandma's ashes.
Grandma's ashes are going in the Haunted Mansion. And when
Can you
this
get in
happens,
trouble for that?
when this happens, they have to shut down the entire ride and bring in a hazmat team. And it happens like weekly.
Because it's like a
multiple times a week. It's like a bodily
It's a
fluid.
biohazard.
It's a biohazard, yeah. It's an indoor space.
Like grandma just got cooked in the
no
oven.
one wants to breathe in grandma's ashes.
And now you want to spread her around Luigi's mansion.
Haunted Mansion. Get your head out of the Nintendo gutter.
I thought you said Nintendo. I don't know.
No. Luigi's Mansion.
Yikes. Yikes.
Haunted Mansion.
That does not sound it to me.
No, and you're like I was
You imagine you're on this ride and you just get hit.
you get a face full
a
of grandma's
face full of
ashes.
fucking grandma's dusty ass. But I would be like,
No.
just spitting it out.
I've been on that ride twice in my whole life. The second time was a couple years ago, and the ride stopped while I was in the middle of the room with like the like gypsy head in the orb. I don't know if you've ever been there.
Ashes.
No, and it stopped, and all the lights come on, and it ruins the whole thing. And we sat there for like 30 minutes
You see
because
all
the ride broke.
mechanics is like still bopping around. And
Yeah, you
making
see like
weird-
everything's on strings and
like
shit.
all
No.
repeated. And you're like, okay, well, this ruined it for me.
You're like, can I just get off and walk?
You're like, okay, everybody go get a shovel and scoop up her ashes.
I think I was on that ride for like an hour because it kept stopping and going. I was getting seasick.
Couldn't they just be like nonchalant and just like dump it to the side like that?
I don't know. I hope I wasn't on it because somebody had their ashes flowing. That could have. I think it was technical difficulties. I don't think it was ashes.
It's like a dog.
Oh my god, Sparky loves the Haunted Mansion ride.
Somebody throws like, what is that called when they like stuff them?
Taxidermy? Oh my God.
I'm sorry. No, I mean,
There's Spot.
there's Spot.
He's floating around in the ghost room that they dance in.
All I'm thinking about is like Monsters Inc. Like where all the little yellow people come out, like in the hazmat suits.
2319.
They go picks up the taxidermy.
They grab the
rabbit.
dead dog and they're like, we gotta go. And then they're like, all right. And then the voice comes over. He's like, all right, now you will continue the ride.
Yeah, like, okay.
Please ignore the hazmat suits.
I'm like, is this part of the ride?
Well, how do you even evacuate that ride if it happens? Like, do you finish the ride and then you do bring in the hazmat team, or do you like shut it down and you make everyone walk out the exits? Like, I wonder.
That would make me more pissed off that I waited in line just to have the ride do that to me.
Yeah.
I'd be like, you better let my ass right up front right now.
I will breathe the ashes to finish this ride.
I'd be like, give me a mask.
Yeah.
And some fucking science sunglasses.
Give me a mop, I'll help.
Give me some speeders and a mask, and I'll just I'll be cruising through grandma's dust. It's okay.
God. No, and apparently they also have like a lot of plainclothes security all over the place at every park. So like, if you think you're getting away with shit, you aren't. There's cameras for every inch of it too.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn, I wonder how much they pay for security. There's got to be just like a whole team of people.
Yeah, I bet they hire like a service or something to do it. Most like bars and restaurants do that. And
yeah, but to have them all constantly watching it is crazy.
yeah, and how do you monitor to make sure they're doing their job? If I was a plainclothes security officer, I would just go ride the rides.
I'd be so pissed off if I was one of the workers and they were just constantly monitoring me.
Monitoring
me?
You think they're watching the workers? That's actually, they might be.
I don't like that.
They might be watching if you get out of character, you get slapped.
Yeah, take them to the
Like Snow White used her regular voice, kick her out.
yeah, like go tie him up against a wall or something. Like, I don't know. Like, yeah, like.
Well, speaking of the character actors, apparently, like when you're like auditioning to become a character actor, they like line you up and they like
tell you to drop your pants.
Shut up. They investigate your bone structure, and if you don't have the right bone structure, you're immediately kicked out, and you can't be any of the characters.
Well, what's the right kind of bone structure?
That's a good question.
Like if I have a
it's
lazy
probably a top
eye, they're
secret.
not gonna let
Oh,
me.
definitely not. No, you might be the Hunchback of Notre Dame.
Does he have a lazy eye?
I think so.
Oh,
Yeah.
that would not be my character of choice.
Or it would be your character. Remember the silverback gorilla?
I got a wide body. And I'm working on it, says, okay, I'm looking pretty good right now.
God. Oh, one other thing I learned was that before 2009, SeaWorld used to have free beer.
Fuck SeaWorld.
Unlimited free beer.
Did you just hear one of their orcas, like...
They die all the time. I'm never going to
so
SeaWorld ever again.
sad.
I can't wait till that place shuts down. But before 2009, they had free beer in the park. So people that like locals to SeaWorld would just buy annual passes for like $80
get wasted.
and just get wasted for free all the time on beer.
This is why I'm glad I don't drink anymore. I don't need to go to those weird...
Stoop to that level.
lengths to, like, get
$80 a
drunk.
year for unlimited beer.
Yeah, like you go hang out at this dusty ass SeaWorld with all these animals in captivity, and you're like, this looks like a nice place to get drunk for free.
Yeah.
No. I'm just gonna start taking prescription medicine.
No, one of my favorite parts of Universal was the Harry Potter world, and allegedly, there's like a restaurant there. You've seen Harry Potter, haven't you?
Yeah, you made me. Remember?
Oh yeah, I made you watch all of them during COVID. I forgot.
Yep.
So you know, like the restaurant they go to in the movies, it's like in the town. It's like the Hogsmeade Three Broomsticks restaurant.
No, I don't remember.
There's like a little bar called Hogshead in it.
Well,
I guess
sounds
not a very memorable part of the movie.
Sounds beautiful.
But they made the park while they were filming the movies still. And they like built the Three Broomsticks restaurant in the movie or in the park. And then they like adjusted the rest of the movies that they filmed. The set of the restaurant in the movies, they made it look more like the one in the theme park. So they based it off of the theme park one.
Oh.
Isn't that kind of cool?
Yeah.
So it looks more, I've always wondered why it looks exactly like the movies. It's probably because
They probably recorded there.
I don't think so.
Oh, okay, maybe not.
But they redesigned the set to look more like the actual theme park restaurant. To like make it look more real,
That's
I guess.
cool.
Yeah. Because the whole point of Universal is you're walking into the movies.
Yeah.
Ooh.
They can't, I was gonna tell somebody this, but and another time. They're coming out with like I guess like a HBO like TV series on Harry Potter now.
I know. I was listening to a podcast earlier this week about it, and they were saying like if they bring back the original characters but with different actors, they're gonna just make the entire world hate these 11-year-old kids for no reason because they're not the original actors. And
they have to be adults. They have to be the same people.
Same people as adults, yeah. No, they're remaking every book into a different episode of this series.
They're putting a whole book into an episode?
Allegedly.
This sounds like a disaster.
Or maybe they'll do every season as a book.
Oh.
I'm not sure the logistics exactly. But.
Okay. Kind of like a Wednesday Addams type thing.
Oh shit, maybe. I feel like the movies aren't old enough for them to do this. I remember going to the sixth movie in theaters. The fifth movie I saw it in theaters.
I wasn't allowed to go.
I forgot.
When I was little.
Does your mom know I made you watch Hogwarts? Or Hogwarts,
they
Harry
do.
Potter?
I mean, it's fine now, but when I was little, there was like no witchcraft. I was not allowed to watch it.
That's so funny.
Look at me now.
See, mine was Lord of the Rings. I wasn't allowed to watch that. Or the Golden Compass.
I never watched Lord of the Rings either.
The Golden Compass has like religious undertones or something.
What's Golden Compass? I was never even told what that was.
No, it's like there's a giant. I don't even know actually.
The Jurassic Park.
You gotta look it up.
Was it for me? That was the extent. And Barney.
The new Jurassic Park ride at the Universal in California was really cool. Actually, it's the one. Have you seen the TikToks of it? It's like a boat, and then you go through, and it's like two screens on the side, and it looks like this giant whale dinosaur is like hitting the side, and like the glass breaks, and it sprays water on you.
Oh no, I don't like getting wet.
I got soaked. I was front row like an idiot.
Do they not tell you?
No.
Fuck that.
I should have known better. But like, we got some. This is actually, I forgot to tell this story to you. When we were there the first day, we went down to the bottom part of the park, and we were like, we're not gonna have enough time to ride like one ride. Like the park's gonna close. This little kid ran up to us while we were going into the mummy ride, and he was like, hey, like my mom and little sister left early. Do you want to use these child swap tickets? Like it's for Fast Pass, so you can go onto the rides immediately.
So they do have a Fast Pass.
Not for the Mario Kart doesn't have one, but they have it for every other ride. Yeah.
Okay.
So this kid gave us one for the mummy. He's like, are you going on this ride? There's only two of you, right? I only have one for two people. We're like, yeah. So we took it.
What a cute little kid.
We thought it was, he was kidding. And we were like, are you sure? He's like, yeah. And then we thought it was a scam at first. We're like, is this kid going to rob us in this line or something? Like
pepper sprays you?
Yeah. Like what? Like he steals our keys and our shoes or something. I don't know.
Not the shoes.
And then we get off the ride and we realized he was behind us. So he followed us out. He's like, how was it? Was it fun? We're like, yeah.
Cute. Where's your family?
Probably just some rich California kid who had some child swap tickets, whatever. He had a girl with him. I think he was trying to impress the girl.
How old was he?
Oh, probably like 13.
Okay, you made it sound like he was like 6.
No, 13. But, and then we started walking to the Jurassic World ride, and he ran up to us again. Like he was like panting. He was running so fast to catch up to us. He's like, wait, are you going on this ride too? And we were like, yeah. He's like, I have one for this ride too. Like, go to the front of the line. We were like, holy shit. Like, do you want any money for these? He's like, no. He gave us one for the Simpsons ride too. So all the rides we hadn't ridden that day, we got to ride because of this kid.
This random kid that just showed up.
We were like, that is like, we must have done something good to deserve this karma. And then all my flights get canceled. So karma came back to bite me.
Everything's got to come to equilibrium.
Yep. Can't be a perfect trip. No, but it was really cute. That kid's got some good karma coming his way. He's probably just a very polite, rich LA kid.
Which that's rare in itself.
Yeah.
It'd be all of those characteristics.
Seriously. One of my favorite facts though about the Harry Potter world is that when you start working there, they sort you into houses, like Slytherin, Hufflepuff, whatever, based on your height.
Oh. Which one?
I think because of the costumes. So I wrote it down.
Costumes?
Well, yeah, they give you costumes so you fit in with the park. Every park has like a theme that you wear. Like, you're not going to wear like a polo in Hogwarts.
Why not? It's 2023. You can wear whatever you want.
That's true. No, so the shortest is Hufflepuff. Second shortest is Slytherin. And then it's Gryffindor. And the tallest is Ravenclaw.
So I'm definitely not the tallest.
You're probably a Slytherin.
What is that?
The snake. That's what Draco Malfoy is. The bad guys. The Slytherins are the bad guys.
I feel like the bad guy.
Have you ever heard of Wet n Wild Water Park? It's in Orlando.
I thought that was like a makeup brand.
It is. But it was also a water park in Orlando. I don't know if it's still open or not.
No, I've never heard of Wet n Wild as a water park. Didn't somebody die there?
Probably. But this is a story that I got from Reddit from a former employee of Wet n Wild. He said that if an attractive, large-busted woman got in line for a water slide, the lifeguard at the bottom had like a boob signal for the lifeguard up top, where he would just, I don't know, something to be like, there's a woman with big boobs coming up. So normally when you get on a water slide, they tell you to do like cover your arms over your chest. It keeps like your clothes from malfunctioning basically, and it's just like keeps your arms inside.
Yeah.
But when they send that signal, the lifeguard up top would have her put her hands on her head, so there was more opportunity for like a wardrobe malfunction. So then the lifeguard at the bottom will get a full view of the top coming off when she gets to the bottom. Yeah. Isn't that fucked up?
That's so all they had to do was get them on the surfing one. If you've ever done it.
I've never, there's always too long of a line. I never do it.
I was good at it, but first of all, like I killed it. Like, I don't know why. It was the weirdest thing that I was actually good at was like surfing on that fucking thing. Yeah. But the first time I went on it, it literally ripped my fucking shorts off. Gone. And every time you're in line, it would happen probably 40 times a day of people getting like ass crack hanging out, boob slipping. Oh my Meanwhile, God. I'm like in 5th grade, so I'm like, Jesus Christ, like, what's going on here? And then you have all these old people sitting at the bottom, and now thinking back at it, I'm like, ew, that's kind of gross.
Uh-huh.
Like, y'all were just watching us do all that? Yikes. They should have been reported to some agency.
One thing I didn't know is that they have secret shoppers at theme parks too.
Yeah, they do. I actually heard that from somebody. Yeah.
So like if you're not wearing your uniform correctly or you like say the wrong thing, like you get reported by the secret shoppers.
That's so fucked.
It's weird how much they treat it like a restaurant. It is a hospitality industry, so I get it. But it's like, I don't know.
Like these people are making minimum wage. Like let them have some fun.
They're not making tips hardly at all. Like, you know, these cheapskates that go to these bars and these theme parks aren't tipping 20%.
No. They think if they already paid to get in, they don't have to tip.
No. It's so annoying.
Auto-grad them. Sorry.
The one good news is that the food seems like it could be kind of dirty, but it's actually super clean.
Really?
Yeah. Like, I don't know if you've ever worked in a restaurant that does this, but every night they flood the restaurant, which means they dump like disinfectant all over the floor of the workspace and the restaurant, and they mop it all up.
McDonald's.
I used to work there. They do that. Mm-hmm. Yep. And you like squeegee it into the drains.
You would think McDonald's was really gross, but they're actually fairly clean.
Yeah.
The food quality I wouldn't mention, but the work environment's nice.
Yeah, the ingredients, we'll leave that out.
I don't know what you're eating, but
a lot of vomiting too. Every ride, every day, there's like multiple people vomiting.
It's a lot of biohazard.
I feel like if you work at like for a ride, that you have to have one person that's like doing vomit all day. Because if I did vomit once, it would ruin my whole day.
You would have to pay me $1,000 an
All you do
hour.
is put that like powder on it and
I
sweep
can't
it up,
even
though.
be near puke. I'm the most sensitive when it comes to puke. If I see puke, I'll puke. I'm not good with it. It's not my thing.
Yeah, I'm okay with all of that. I worked at a daycare, so I've seen it all.
Nope.
Yeah. No, and I'd say probably my last fun facts about theme parks is that if you're a worker and you snitch on another coworker and they find proof that like the coworker actually did this wrong thing, you get $100 bonus. So they encourage people to snitch on each other for everything.
Oh my God.
I know.
Talk about a toxic work environment.
Yeah. How would you even have friends? You couldn't trust anyone. But I bet it like keeps people from doing the wrong thing though, because it's like there's an incentive to tell on people versus like if you don't have an incentive like that, like
me and my friend would be telling on each other all the time, getting that extra $100 every day.
I bet it's because theme parks are so big, they don't have enough people to have supervisors everywhere.
Yeah, like
they have their undercover security, but
you can do fire me. You guys can't get anybody here.
Yeah, I'm a seasonal employee.
Keep giving me $100. I would literally make a system out of it. I'd get like a bunch of people together and be like, you report you this day, you report you. Like we'll all do like a circle of reporting.
We're all just going to bank in on reporting on each other.
A couple extra $1,000.
You all get fired one by one.
Yeah. And then they won't have any staff, so they're going to be like, well, we have to hire you back.
Yeah.
Boom. And then you get a couple $100 out of it.
It's like a kamikaze mission for all of you. You all snitch on each other at the same time, so you all get money and then you all get fired.
Yeah, it's called unionizing.
I wonder if theme parks have unions, actually. Do you think they do?
No, I don't think they do, but they should.
They should. Would you ever work at a theme park?
No. I don't like to stand in the heat.
I wonder, the thing about LA that's different than any of the other places that have theme parks is like, I feel like a lot of the people there work at restaurants or in theme parks or things like that. It's just like a side hustle while they have like castings and acting stuff to work on or modeling or whatever the fuck they do.
So I have to do something.
But you can tell the difference between an actor server and then like a career server there. Like we had one server at this place called Mirate. It was his third day serving. He was he just like immigrated here from Mexico, and he was a great server, but it was his first serving job, third day in. Did an amazing job. Like we asked him, we're like, can you just like ring in all of our food and like surprise us? Like we don't know what to get. And he was literally like, well, the food's kind of like down here and the drinks are up here. Like the drinks are way better than our food here. We were like, okay, he's definitely fresh meat. He's telling us like the food isn't good.
I always be telling the truth because that's the only thing that's fair to somebody.
Yeah, but he was right though. The food was really good, but the drinks were way better. Like the drinks were amazing. They're like fresh pureed fruit and stuff. And I bet they would make really not good non-alcoholic drinks too.
Yeah, I kind of just stick to my like iced tea, energy drink.
What if you have a heart attack because you drink too much Red Bull?
Thank God. Thank God. Hopefully it just takes me out.
That's depressing.
Well, I mean, yeah. Somebody's got to get some life insurance money, you know?
That's true. Well.
I mean, just add it to my list of prescriptions I already am taking.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Damn it. You never know. What else do we have? Is that it? Just kind of a chill episode.
Yeah, that's all I really got from Reddit. I'm sure there's a ton more, but that's for another episode. Because I want to interview someone that works in one.
I was trying to wonder if there was like anything that came to mind to me this week. Nope. Oh, actually, no, maybe that's not relatable. No, I think I'm good. I think I'm good today. I was just gonna say, like, you know, I've seen a lot with restaurants lately, a lot of interesting lack of transparency and clarity with all management staff and owners between each other. Yeah, a lot of
you have
yeah, now with
example.
So like, you obviously know what I do now, and I sell to restaurants, and you know, it's like a team effort type thing.
Yeah,
I switched to a different side of it, doing a little bit more relationship building and account management, doing all of that stuff on that end, and realizing the majority of restaurants that like say like, you know, this person's supposed to be doing something, but they have like we're never explained why they're doing it.
Yeah.
So I've gone in and like actually like talk to them and show them what's going on, and the amount of I was like every single place, like I'm like, you guys don't have sit down and have manager meetings about this stuff like I used to. We used to always talk about all this stuff. So
every week you're supposed to.
Yeah, I'm finding out like a lot, you know, of restaurants like either the chefs don't show up, or which is, I don't know if that's just something new or since COVID, but a lot of that
happens at my restaurants sometimes.
It's changed a lot.
Yeah.
It used to be like a mandatory, this is what we go over every single week.
Yeah.
And now it's like, yeah, if you come, you come.
I think everyone's just so busy now. And I feel like every restaurant group is opening more restaurants, or they're like
crazy, just
really busy because things are finally reopening. Like I said, that City Walk in Universal City just reopened a couple days ago.
Well, yeah, COVID's, I guess I thought it already was done, but it was apparently now not a national thing.
Health crisis anymore, no.
Like as of like a week ago. I'm like, bitch.
Maybe that's why it reopened.
Yeah.
They waited until the COVID was officially over.
That's crazy.
That's wild.
I'm like, do I still have to wear a mask in the urgent care? Yeah, I think that's a for life thing now.
No, my flight back from LA, a lot of masks were right around me. And I had really bad allergies too. So like I was sniffling a little bit. And then this old lady to my left was like putting her mask closer and she was like turning her head away from me. I was like, that's so rude. I'm not like
Yeah.
sneezing on you. I just sniffed.
Yeah,
You know?
you don't know what I was doing last night. Just kidding. None of that
I was in bed by 9 p.m.
Yeah. I snorted my fucking melatonin. Leave me alone.
Yeah, it's irritating me.
Yeah, like I have long nose hairs. What do you want?
They're itchy.
They're itchy. They're like I have scabies in my nose.
No.
All right.
No.
Well, I think that's enough because we're getting a little scary on topic.
Yeah. I'm ready to go.
Yeah. Let's call
You
it
want to go to a movie or something?
No. You literally have dinner soon?
Yeah, I do. I was just kidding. I just wanted to create a fake story for our listeners to hear.
We could go to a movie. I just don't know what movies are out.
Mario.
I would. You've already seen it.
I would see it again.
Really? It was good?
Yeah, we'll go tomorrow.
Okay.
Maybe.
It's supposed to be nice out tomorrow. Why do you want to spend the nice days at a movie theater?
Tomorrow night.
It's going to be 81.
We're going to go sit outside?
Yeah.
I don't know.
And
We'll see.
and then we could bring like our own movie theater.
Get a projector?
Don't they have like movies in the park? Well, I don't know if I want to go
yet.
down to
It's
Grant
April.
Park anymore. It's getting a little spooky.
It is getting a little scary down there. All right. I think that's it for today.
Yeah.
Happy End to Sunday, everyone. It was a chill one today. I like it.
Yeah. Thanks for tuning in.
We'll bring the energy next week. We'll have another guest, I hope.
Yeah. Guests, I think, are coming back.
Exciting
I actually have
guests.
somebody that was just brought it up to me that they want to be on.
I also have someone that just brought it up to me that he wants to come on. So we'll fight for it.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
Yes. We took a little break. It's only been you and me for a couple episodes. Well, we had Kim last one, I guess.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
We've only had 2. Yeah, we haven't been going crazy.
We've only had 4 that are just you and me. It's wild. But I think it's time for us to go. What are you gonna?
Yeah, don't miss us too much.
Yeah. All right. Well, bye, guys.
What?
Thanks so much for listening.
No shot of choice.
Oh yeah. I had a shot of rum. I had one at Margaritaville.
Like what kind? Like a Bacardi Silver?
I don't know what it was. I have no idea.
Like a coconut rum, or is it like a Captain
it was-
Morgan like spiced rum?
It was like a white rum.
Yikes, that's gross.
Yeah.
That's always hard.
I like a good like dark rum though, like a nice sugarcane, like specialty
So much
rum.
sugar and all that makes you so hungover.
You only have like a little sip of one.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you guys so much.
Yeah, I would do if I could do a shot right now. I'd
Oh my
do
God.
Everclear.
Oh my God.
I did do it once. I
Was
don't
that
know.
bad of a day?
Yeah, I don't know why. But I mean, I'm not. But I don't know. I did it in college. Why did they always put like that metal wrap over the top and like poked holes in it?
Of Everclear?
Yeah.
I've never seen a bottle of Everclear with a lid on it.
Me neither. I took a shot
Normally
of
it's like halfway in the jungle juice.
it. I was dared to take a shot of it, and I did it. Obviously, I'm not a bitch back
Yeah.
in college. And it wasn't that bad. It just burned so much that like my eyes were like burning.
Yeah.
And my throat. I didn't want to like throw it up. I was just like, like I couldn't breathe.
Boop.
But I was like, yeah, I'd do it again.
I'll do it again if I
All right.
could.
Okay, sorry, we're getting off
Yeah,
track.
it's time to go. All right, bye guys. Thank
Bye,
you so
guys.
much. Have a
Happy
great
Industry
Industry Sunday. Bye.
Bye.